Tesla announces it is moving its headquarters to Austin. What does that mean for Austin? What does that mean for the Austin real estate market? Here's what you need to know. Jeremy at the Night Group, your favorite Austin realtor. So first it was SpaceX, then the Gigafactory. Now the headquarters is coming to Austin. I'm going to go through all of this. I'm going to go through what it means for our markets, what it means for taxes, what it means for a lot of different things. We're going to talk about a lot of different subjects. So make sure you stay tuned to the end of this because I will actually give you some places that I think that you should keep an eye on if you are looking at buying or investing. Okay, here is your chance. I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below. How do you feel about Tesla coming to Austin and bringing its headquarters now? What do you think that means for the overall market? What do you think the overall market looks like in Austin? I want to hear from you. Drop that comment below. So as we all know, Elon announced that the headquarters is coming here. We do know that the Tesla factory is bringing roughly 10,000 people to Austin, but we don't really know how many people the headquarters moving here actually brings. I do know that it is going to be some time before all the Tesla employees are coming here. So to say that this is going to have an immediate impact on the Austin market, I just can't say that because we don't have enough information. But that being said, continuing to see more headquarters move here and more employees move here for different businesses does mean the Austin market is still looking pretty stable. So let's look at this. We have Samsung still bringing employees here. Apple still doesn't have its whole total 15,000 employees yet. Google still is bringing employees out through 2023. BAE is still bringing employees out through 2023. And talking about headquarters that have come out since June to July 2021, you're looking at medical companies, cybersecurity companies, space communication systems, podcast and digital programming productions, marketing and sales team, fitness studios, and a myriad of other companies bringing their headquarters here. So when people tell you that Austin is just becoming a tech bubble or a tech whatever, mini Silicon Valley, whatever, there's still a lot of companies bringing their headquarters to Austin that aren't just solely in tech. The other thing about Tesla moving here is the fact that other companies are moving here to help facilitate the Gigafactory. It was just announced the other day that a plastics company is moving to Kyle to help facilitate and be a partner with Tesla. So there's other businesses, manufacturing, and a lot of things that are actually moving to the Austin area. So it's not just Silicon Valley tech jobs that are moving here. Now let's look at the number of people that are actually moving to Austin because I think this is an important thing to look at. Number one, in 2020, we saw 67,000 people move here, and that was through July of 2020. So if we look at this year, the estimate so far right now is about 73 to 75,000 people will have made that move from July of 2020 to July of 2021. You really do need to look at the Census Bureau numbers, which aren't even out yet. So really, we don't know that physical number, but there are a lot of people moving here. I personally have helped a lot of people relo over the last year, and they're moving for a lot of different reasons. And that actually brings up another good point, and that's wages. You know, a lot of people say that the price of homes has increased so much over the last year that it doesn't match wages. Well, we don't really have good physical data yet on what actual incomes are. We really don't know because the census numbers haven't come out. But the reality is a lot of people that are moving here from the Bay Area, from California, from Seattle, from New York, are selling their homes for millions of dollars, if not a lot of money. And then they're coming here and either buying cash or they are coming in with a large amount down. I can tell you a lot of clients that I've worked with over the last year have put a lot of money down. Now, the great thing about this market where we're at right now, buyers are kind of starting to price in the fact that there might be a crash. Now, this is one thing I think that's really important that no one's really talking about. 5 months ago, you'd have to write an offer like $100,000 to $150,000 over list price. Buyers right now, as of October, are getting a lot closer to list price or maybe a little bit over list price and sometimes getting under list price. Buyers are being smart and they are pricing in the fact that there could be a crash in the near future. So they're pricing that in and not going really high over list price. So sellers, pay attention to this. If you're going to put your home on the market in this Austin market right now, prepare yourself not to get a $50,000, $100,000, $150,000 over list price offer right now, but make sure that you're pricing your house competitively. That way you're getting a really good offer on it. But back to the main point is buyers are still putting a lot of money down. Now what we're starting to see that demand has kind of softened a little bit is a lot of these 5%, 10% buyers are now coming back into the market and they're not having to go super high over list price. And one other thing that we're seeing in this market, and I think it's something that we really need to talk about, is over the last year, a lot of people refied their homes. I mean, we're talking people were getting 2.5% rates on their mortgages. So that actually adds to probably why we are not seeing as many homes on the market. Right now, we're about a month inventory, and I just don't see inventory racing forward and racing as high as people think it is. It stayed around this 1 month inventory over the last few months. Problem is that companies like Tesla keep announcing more jobs moving here, which means that investors are still in the market trying to buy homes. They want to be in East Austin near Tesla. And I'm going to talk about in a second places that I think if you are looking for an investment or buying a home to be close to Tesla, I'm going to talk about a few areas to look at. So stay tuned for those. So people refining over the last year means that instead of putting their home on the market, they're actually probably going to rent their homes, or they're not going to sell them and stay even longer. And that's a trend that we're seeing. And so that is something to take into account why we might not see inventory skyrocket over the next few months or the next year. Things that I'm actually worried about for Austin is the affordability problem. Things have escalated very high over the last year, and nobody's hiding the ball on that. Things are not as cheap. Even the rental market is getting high. There's this article that just came out today saying that the average monthly rent in Austin is now $1,500. Prices are rising at the fastest pace ever. For a lot of people saying that rents haven't caught up to what home values are, they are racing up. So that rent to purchase price gap that we've seen over the last year is kind of closing in on itself. As home prices start to flatten out, that number is actually coming up with rentals. Now, here's the other thing. A lot of these companies, people can't necessarily afford to buy a home, or they're going to wait a year to purchase. Look over at Ian of Austin and check out his channel. I think he did a really good video talking about leases and what that means with Tesla moving here. So check that out. But that being said, the affordability problem in Austin is really starting to worry me. It's been worrying me over the last year. I've talked about it in several videos. You know, a lot of people on the east side, their property taxes are coming out and they're getting forced out. And that's the other thing. Property taxes in 2021 saw the highest increase ever. And we're probably going to see that trend in 2022 because more companies are moving here over the next year and prices have gone up so much over the last year. So I think we are going to see some issues, and I've been saying this for a while, with property taxes. The other thing I worry about for Austin is a transportation problem. We haven't really done a whole lot to fix the problem, and it probably won't be a long time until we do. So I think that might, in the long term, stifle some of these companies from moving here. So those are my major concerns with the headquarters moving here. But overall, I don't see the market crashing anytime soon. But you're going to say, Jeremy, of course, you're a realtor and you just make money off of selling homes. So you're going to tell us the market's not crashing. I will tell you this. I don't see it happening in the near future. Could it happen later 2022? Could it be 2023? Very well could be. The reasons why I don't feel it will continually is the fact that the amount of companies and headquarters that keep moving here. So what I will tell you is that if you are going to be buying a home, whether it's this year, next year, the following year, whatever that is, make sure you're buying a home with the intent to keep it for a few years. That's the best way to get the best return and get more equity out of the home. So I told you I would tell you about some areas that I think you should look at if you are considering being close to Tesla or moving out for Tesla. Number one, I think South Austin, south of Slaughter, there's a lot of great places with prices under $500K. I think that's a great spot to look. East Austin, a lot of people are looking at Easton Park. My concern still with Easton Park is the tax rate still around 3%. You have alternatives in that area though. You have Vistas of Austin, which is right next to that, which is actually a lower tax rate. You have Bradshaw Crossing close by. You have Colorado close by. You have Sheldon. You have a lot of areas around Easton Park that might be a better fit for that. A lot of people are looking at Bastrop as one of those areas as well. I think Bastrop will have a huge growth over the next few years because of Tesla and the movement coming into Austin. I think if you're looking at Manor, Hutto, Pflugerville, Round Rock, all of those areas that are close to Tesla, you're going to see, good growth of. Other places that I think that need to be on the radar for anyone looking to invest is Buda and Kyle. Kyle is doing everything they can to support Tesla, even though it's not the same area. And Kyle is seeing a huge growth in their Plum Creek area, and there is proposed growth on the east side as well. So I think those are the areas you need to look. Look, it is 10 o'clock at night on a Friday night, and I am filming this video for you. I could be spending time with my family. I spend all week helping clients buy and sell homes. So I do these videos to help educate you. There's a lot of people that come to me and they say, hey, thank you so much for these videos. I bought or sold a home. So this channel really is meant for you to help you and make the best decisions. So do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and drop a comment. I would appreciate it.